Hello guys and welcome back to MRC. We are here in Las Vegas for Tier 0 on your Thursday night. So it's the no assist guys having a go at this track. A lot of them are very quick, a lot of them may struggle. We'll see. It'll be a fine balance across the field, as it always is in Tier 0. It's always interesting. You always see shock results from second downwards because Armor Red tends to dominate this tier slightly. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tonight I'm joined by a man I haven't commentated with in literal at least a year. It's Mr. Carl. How are you?
Not too bad. Vegas, obviously in my opinion, boring to race, and as we were talking about before we went live, boring to commentate on as well, apart from
unless it's
tier 2 tested. Yeah, I was just about to say, you did mention tier 2 from the start of the week. That tested you.
Yeah, tier 2 were they decided, especially a certain boss man of the league decided, okay, I'm going to send out the inside of 2 other cars into turn 1 and make the move stick and kill Connor's chest. Oh, there's a Ferrari round. It's Seb Mail.
Yeah, and Williams as well with vans. I've just noticed that as well.
I'm wondering if that was on purpose, because those two are friends. I wonder if they were just spinning in sync for the fun of it. But
I wonder if, I know Vans is running the normal Williams, but I wonder if Rassan, when he comes out, if he's got the brand new Williams that has recently dropped, the homage to the early 2000s of the BMW Williams days with the white and blue.
I didn't even know that was a thing, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let's see. So G-Star's coming around the track. Hold on. So the closest to the line is an Aston Martin. I'm presuming it's Colin. It is.
Yes.
So he's going to be taking us for a lap. Well, I mean, I'm not going to pretend I know how to describe a lap of this circuit, because I really don't. But we're going to watch Colin on the lap, because I couldn't even tell you I couldn't even tell you what way turn 1 goes, if it's left or right. I've forgotten from Monday. Mark said, when did that livery come available? He's asking you.
Yeah, I believe it was yesterday when the new season dropped, season 6. So it was either yesterday or today, but I'll probably think it was yesterday it dropped, and it's part of the scenario thing with Alex Albon at Imola. So that's all you need to do. Because I've already done it.
You actually have to earn it though.
Yes.
Maybe people haven't had time to earn it yet, so that might be why people aren't running it yet. But, oh wow, how close to the wall did Mr. Colin get there? So, let's see what he can
just gone through the sphere section.
Yeah, tight and twisty, this middle section. But then after that, it's pretty much like high-speed straight lines to the end of that sphere section. It's just constant high speed virtually, but you've got the biggest braking zone on the track coming at the end of the Vegas Strip, which is always fun, but
which is turns 14 and 15, and then you got 16 going down towards the start finish as well.
Yeah, you certainly. Well, the thing is, that's hardly a corner these days, because they're flat out in these cars. I mean, in the new cars they'll probably be doing about 10 mile per hour through it, but in these cars they were flat out. So,
well, the Aston Martins probably won't even make it to the final corner.
No, they probably won't even get to the sphere, to be totally honest with you. Good evening, Ashley. But the first lap on the board is going to be a 32-1, and that is from Vans Racing. Was so close to the rear of Colin that entire lap, by the way.
That would have been a handful of... Oh, it's GTS 31.6. There's a banker and a half, but yeah, he would have been getting a brilliant tow down the straight, but it would have been really hampering the Williams in the corners, being that close with the dirty air off the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I'm just watching a man that was in a very good battle in Tier 2. He made a few mistakes towards the end, which lost him some positions, and I think potentially lost him the championship lead in Tier 2, but that's Mr. Polskips. Let's see what he can do. He was very quick in qualifying the race. Didn't quite plan out the way he wanted it to go, but he will be strong, and he's invalidated, so the Connor curse kicks in on the Welshman. Let's have a look at Silonball into P10, just ahead of his fellow Spaniard, Ferretti. So, not too bad. Let's look at Josh Boy, the reigning Tier 4 champion. What are your early predictions for the podium? Not GTS Drag King. It will be Armar Red in first, Saviour in second, and Colin in third. What are your predictions, Carl? They want to know.
Well, there's Armand putting it straight to the top of the timing pages, about less than a tenth or so faster than GTS. My prediction, I mean, as you say, it's difficult to argue against Armand Red because this season of Tier 0 has pretty much made this season pretty much his show. Like, he is the main focal point, the main star of the season, racking up back-to-back wins recently, and also having a considerable Saviour pops in. So
31-4.
Yeah, still got one more heavy hitter to come as he's coming to turn 17 now, the last corner, but he's bailed out of his lap.
Who was that?
Chris Bailey, but he was on mediums, so that's probably why he bailed, because he was getting a sight up before putting a set of softs on. So
yeah, he probably was, but Rassam is on track. He hasn't got the new Williams. You'll be broken-heartedly. I'm guessing you've got it.
I did say I have it.
I was going to say, like, it's the kind of thing you like to get very early, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm used to me days on Gran Turismo where I'd literally get car. I'm a collector.
Yeah,
I've got to have all the liveries.
I've got any of them. A 32-2 for Rassam into P6 is easily the best Williams livery. First thing I did when it dropped. You guys need to touch grass.
I've pretty much got all the official liveries up to now on this game.
I don't know how you do. I don't even have time to turn the game on half the time, let alone do a livery. But
late nights. Yeah,
I can imagine. No sleep. But yeah, I tell you who has got a special livery. That is Nels in his Japanese-inspired Red Bull. So I wish I had the game on Steam first, as I lost most when I switched to Steam from Steam to. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's unlucky. But let's look at Nelson, Mr. Nels. He is coming into the tight and twisty 3 corners before the run to the line with the sort of legit left-hander before the corner. Before the finish line. I can't talk today, guys. I walked in 10 minutes ago. Leave me alone.
P13, 33-1.
Yeah. Hopefully they gift them when the DLC comes out. Well, by that point, the new cars will be out, so it'll be like, who really cares about them, you know? So, because these cars won't be the same as them cars, so I highly doubt they're going to give you a livery from these cars.
I wonder how realistic they'll make the Aston Martin, that if you're driving the Aston Martin, your wheel shakes so vigorously that you have to pull over after 25 laps.
Or if you're on your controller, your controller just doesn't stop and you end up with nerve damage at the end of the lap. Brilliant. Cheers, guys.
I wonder how realistic they're going to make it for the whoever drives an Aston Martin.
This game requires a gym membership. Cheers. Thanks. God, we're all screwed. Yeah.
Mind you, it sometimes can be a bit of a workout for wheel users, especially if they've got the force feedback turned right up for the lols.
Well, yeah, but imagine that with a constant vibration as well, and then your engine blows up 5 laps in. If the only race we'll be able to finish based off Fernando Alonso's thing is the 25%, is the 25 laps at Vegas. Other than that, we're not doing a race. You can't race more. You can't do more than 25 laps consecutively, so we're screwed.
I mean, if the car's vibrating that much, I'd hate to see what it'd be like on bumpy tracks like Baku and Singapore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, imagine a track like China where there's bumps everywhere you go. Brilliant. Cheers. Thanks. There goes my wrist, let alone my
Ashley
fingers.
Bashman, if they do make the AMR 26 that realistic, I know how to get time off work.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't feel my fingers today. Why? I was racing the Aston Martin last night. What are you on about? Yeah, cheers, guys. But, yeah, let's look at Sinful. He is in the Ferrari. The Ferrari, which I'm going to whisper, is going to be world champions this year, which I can't wait for. And he's invalidated in pure Ferrari style. Jumbo's gone for a spin. That was fun.
Oh, GTS retakes top spot, 31.317.
Yeah, it's alright. He's setting his pace, but he's a quality merchant. We all know that. Let's look at Josh Boy. He's gone straight on. Let's not watch Josh Boy. Let's watch Baby Hornet, a man that Carl's very familiar with after Monday. It's fine. He's the head steward. You're allowed to call him out as much as you want. I encourage it, so it'll be me that takes any punishment coming forth. No, I'm joking.
Don't touch me.
I know that you ended up with a little bit of a twitchy rear end after Baby Hornet tried to insert himself into it.
Well, what was he invalidates as I was watching that at the Sphere?
Karma!
Good job, Simon. Where's Barma?
There's the karma for him for doing that.
You say twitchy rear. To be honest, once I got the feel of nursing the car to the finish, it was quite straightforward as long as I just kept myself out of people's way and just had the track to myself.
Yeah. No, you did a good job to get to the end, but Vans decided he thought Wall was the quickest option on the exit of that corner, but he's survived for now. He's got Baby Hornet behind him. I think Vans and Baby Hornet being together on track is probably a recipe for a chemical explosion. But let's look at pole skips. Man, have you spent much time? Well, I've commentated a lot of Tier 2 races this season, but have you spent a lot of time on track with pole skips battling him?
No, because he's been one end of the track and I've been the other.
Well, no, but you've scored good points this season, at times at least.
Sometimes it just... Oh, it goes P2, not... Oh, Saviour goes P1. But yeah, pole skip
so
originally
close.
went P2. Mere thousandths separating himself in GTS. So as you say, pole skip... very solid when it comes to qualifying and just got a little bit unlucky when it comes to... to the races sometimes.
Let's look at Rassam 31.6, that puts him into P6, but that front three are so close. Just over a tenth separating the top three.
There's
Obviously, we've
only
still got the Northern
1,000
Irish Wizard to do
separating
that,
Colin and Rassam, because Colin's 611 and Rassam 612.
And then Bailey
But then you got Chris as
617.
well. Yeah, so it's even closer in that segment as well.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to touch grass a little bit here. But let's see what Smith can... Is Smith on the map? He is. He's a 10th up. So let's watch Smith. I think Smith's about to put it on pole because he is the GOAT. So let's see what he's going to do. He's coming up to the end of the middle sector as we speak. Is he up? Very
Only
marginally,
just.
so maybe he's not going to put it on pole this lap, but I know he's pending it for next lap. So we'll see how he gets on in the final sector. He's approaching, well, he's going down that never-ending Las Vegas strip. It genuinely feels like it goes on forever.
Oh, it feels like a millennium when you're stuck behind a safety car.
Yeah, it's like
I
as
catch
well
a little
the
slide there from the Mercedes through the that chicane section.
Yeah. I mean, the Vegas strip here feels like the Baku pit straight in terms of how long it feels. But
improves to 32, so he's gained a position up into 14th. So
yeah, he certainly has. As for Dumbest Hornet, he's not on a quick lap right now, I don't think.
top 9 in the 31s. You got from P10 to Smith in 14th in the 32s. You got 3 in the 33s, and then the odd one in the 34s, and well, 2 in the 34s towards the back. So you got a few positions to be gained, no matter depending where you are.
Yeah, no one seems to be in a rush to come out for their final laps right now, though, because you got Bailey, who's going to be the first one to set his final lap. But I've got a feeling he's going to hit a lot of traffic, because he's just coming to the straight now to the line, and everyone is sinking out that pits all at the same time. So Bailey could get caught up a little bit here, possibly. But we'll soon see. But he's in his special livery McLaren as well.
Yeah, he's got the chrome. He's got the bling out for Vegas, and no surprise, especially under the floodlights.
Yeah. What confuses me is, you know, when people run the normal white V-carb and then people run the pink one, if you didn't tell people that they were part of the same team, you would not know. Because they look totally like they don't even have the same branding on them, you know.
And then you've got the other V car, which is like the standard one, but it's got those like doodles all over it.
Yeah.
At least they look close enough.
Yeah, but the pink one looks totally different. So if you didn't say, "Oh yeah, these two are the same team," you wouldn't know. So, yeah, that's fun. But let's look at Bailey. He's coming to the end of the second sector. Can he threaten that top 4? That's the question. He comes to the end of the second sector now. 2 tenths up. That's going to move him as it stands up to about P4. He needs a bit more in the final sector. He's got the never-ending strip to navigate. He's getting a bit of a tow from, I think it's the Williams or the Alpine ahead of him. So let's see.
If you want to gain in that final part of the lap, it's how brave do you dare to be into that chicane.
Yeah, but here he comes.
How late do you dare to brake?
Yeah, the thing is, you got to take a risk there to gain the most maximum lap time. But let's see what Bailey's going to do. Across the line, day 1-4 into P4 for now. Let's go and have a look at Armar Red, the championship leader in his French mobile. Let's see how he can get on. We know he's a strong driver. We know he's a top driver. Can he get the most out of this car to bring it onto what would be, I think, probably like his 650th MRC career pole position in a row, probably at this point. But yeah, it's like Sabian was the GOAT of tier X, Eugenie the GOAT of tier 1, Armar's the GOAT of tier 0.
Well, he's 4 tenths up coming into sector 3, so
this could be a 30.
He's looking. Yeah, it's going to be there. It's going to be very close. It's going to be a 31.0 or at least a 30.9.
If this is a 30.9, the stream's ending, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not sitting here and watching this sweat do that. It's race over. That's vile if he does that. So let's see. Into the final corner. Is it going to be a 130? Is he going to give Connor an early night?
30.9.
Vile.
3-3.
I'm not even going to congratulate him. I'm disgusted. That's pole position. No one's beating that.
Improved by half a second.
Yeah. No one's beating that. I can assure you. But let's see. Saviour's on a lap, but I think he's got traffic, which hasn't helped him. Yeah, Saviour's done.
Yeah, he's got his teammate ahead of him as well.
Oh, he got close.
31.0.
Let's look at Crash King. 31.2. Let's look at pole skips. 31.2. He's into P3. Took it off GTS on the final corner. Wow. And Colin. Wow, I've just seen Colin did a 31.0.
Yeah, he's popped it, the Aston, into P3 at the end.
Hold on. Can I just say, I got my top 3 spot on in the right order as well.
You said, did you say qualifying or race though?
Oh no, that was race. Sorry, I thought. Yeah, I forgot. That's my bad. But I'm looking good for it at least. Let's go have a look at Nels. He's the last man on the lap. He's invalidated, so he's not even on that lap. So, yeah, that's brilliant. But that'll be qualifying pretty much over with. Yeah, he's a good man, Nels. He's coming to the line. What a guy. Thank you. You're not kidding me. But Baby Hornet put it in P12. Can someone get in some tissues for a nosebleed, please? Dumbest Hornet in P10. Rassam, good quality from him, P7. I'll run you through the whole grid now, and then Carl's going to tell you with absolute chest who's going to win this race. So, yeah. But on pole position, Omar Red. Second is Saviour. Third, Colin. Fourth, Polskips. Fifth, GTS. Sixth, Chris. Seventh, Rassam. Eighth, Jernberg. Ninth, G-Star. 10th, Dumbest Hornet. 11th, Lorpy. 12th, Baby Hornet. 13th, Nels. 14th, Josh Boy. 15th, Van. 16th, Simple. 17th, Smith. 18th, Still on Ball. 19th, Sebmel and Ferretti in P20. Carl, who's winning? Tell the world. Tell them who to put 100 quid on right now.
As I mentioned in qualifying, it's hard to bet against Armar, so I'd probably say for the race win, I'd probably say it's going to be between Armar and Saviour, but anyone in that top 6 is capable of winning this one, because as we know, anything can happen in racing, and we've had a fair share of I'm going to say it, safety cars, because I'm not scared to say it, this week as well, because we've had a fair few in Tier 1, and...
Did we have any in Tier 2? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I've been asleep since then.
But, yeah. Oh, no, we didn't have one, because Moritz won it by about... He was in Miami while everyone else was in Vegas still. So, yeah. But I'm going with Ferretti to win from P19. I think he's going to blitz the field into turn 1 and then just romp it home. That's what I believe. But what was your preferred strategy on Monday?
Ooh.
I would personally looking at the track go mediums because safety car risk.
Well, yeah, if, it is a one stop, but you've got to if you're good on your tyres. I mean, tyres you got to really careful about because of the mainly in the acceleration zones out the slow corners is the rears. It is a one stop, and I think you could get away with the balanced allocation, so that'll be 2 sets of mediums and a hard. And as you mentioned, there's always a chance of a late safety car, because Tier 1 proved that, and you could always have like a set of mediums spare if needed, but if it's that late in the race, you could even just slap a set of softs on and go Hail Mary.
There'll be no safety cars today. I already know the script for the race. I know who's finishing where and everything. There's no safety cars due, but there is rain due on lap 10. So
I've actually raced around here in the wet. It is quite fun in the wet.
I'm joking, there's no rain, but it would be I can't imagine doing it. I think I'd rather put pins in my eyes than race this track in the wet. Did you win the race in the wet?
No, I came P4, but I did have to fight back at least twice, because 1, the game crashed on me, and 2, me pit crew put me on used inters instead of brand new, so I had to make an extra stop for that, but I managed to come P4 after all those shenanigans, so
that's disgraceful from them. They should have let you win.
At least Dumbo Hornet's got back in, but hopefully he's got his strategy sorted before he disconnected, because now he's got to wait until after the formation lap to retake his car.
Yeah, he seems to have issues all the time in lobbies, so hopefully they get sorted reasonably quickly. But
And hopefully we don't get anything like we did in Tier 3, because I did notice in the Discord yesterday with Tier 3, they had to red flag it for a safety car glitch.
Oh yeah, dealing with that was fun for Lily. That was not ideal, but yeah, let's not have that today because I might cry. Chrissy Wissy for the win. I don't know what alternate universe you're living in, Ant, but Chris doesn't win races anymore, sadly. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe, it depends what you're saying he's going to win at. Do you think Chris has got a chance, Carl?
You can't leave him out because, as his racecraft this season shown, his qualifying is not as strong as it used to be, but racecraft and strategy, he has fully maximised what he can from where he starts. So if things fall into place and Chris reads them right, which he tends to be relatively good at, especially when he's got Ant in his ear as well.
And he doesn't start screaming at Carl because Carl's got rear wing damage. And again, Carl tells me before the stream that he's better than Chris. So, yeah. You did say that again today, didn't you, Carl? Like last time. You wanted to kill me last time, didn't you, when I did this? I will get the telemetry off.
Let's hope I don't reserve Tier 4 whenever you're racing.
It's alright, I'm retired, mate.
Well, yeah. But then again, even if you was racing, you could do the dirtiest thing and put me on comms, so I couldn't do anything.
Exactly, I have all the power in that respect. So, Connor's racing this week. Carl, enjoy Tier 4, thank you. Well, I mean, you still owe me for Australia all those seasons back, to be honest.
Mind you, I think GTS got you for me in Abu Dhabi.
What did he do to me there? I can't even remember.
You was on an outlet during qualifying and you went straight into a wall.
Oh yeah, that was a good point. Yeah, no, but do you know what that was? Someone walked in my room and I was talking to them and I was like, okay, I didn't watch that carefully. You would never do such an evil thing, Connor. I can confirm you don't know me. Carl will tell you how evil I am.
You were the first one who really brought the commentator's curse into the comms team.
Did you ever watch that Tier 4 race when everyone copped it in one night? It was beautiful. That was my proudest moment since I joined MRC. I've won, what is it, like 10 races in this league, and nothing meant more to me than making everyone crash in Tier 4 without doing a thing. So
yeah, you brought the commentator's curse into the comms group, and over the seasons you've pretty much perfected it.
Yeah, if I say safety car, we'll see one. If I say Armour Red's going into a wall at turn 1, bye Armour, see you later, have a good day. Saviour's gonna miss his braking point, and well, he can't even stop the car, so his brakes must have failed. Sorry, Armour.
Pole skips failed, Sternberg's missed his grid spot as well.
Yeah, I don't get, this is the easiest bit. How do people fail this bit? Even I can get this bit right.
I think what it is some of them are trying to get it as like close to 0-0 as possible, and or I mean sometimes you can get it at 0-0, so bang on the point, but sometimes it puts you back saying, oh, you've gone over your thing by what, like a thickness of a piece of card.
Yeah, but 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and in Vegas we're going. It's a good start from Armand, not such a great start from Saviour, but oh, there's a V-Carb deciding to send it. Crash King, who else would it be? Yeah, into turn 1, Aston holds on just about for now into P4. But there's side by side between Chris Bailey and Pole Skips heading down the straight. Are they going to come together into the corner? I hope not, that's for sure. They survive. A lot of space given. Fair drive. Ooh, bit of a twitch from pole skips. I thought he was going into the side of the McLaren then, but they all made it through unscathed. Rassam there, ready to pounce as well. Fairly clean start. Everyone's made it round okay at Vegas. What's going on?
Sternberg, currently down in P12, is missing an end plate on his left-hand side of his Haas. So somebody's missing a chunk of wing off this first lap, which is no surprise because especially when you're trying to give space to people in here, you can just like clip the tyre or something and it flicks off the end plate. So
yeah.
No surprise we've got at least one car with a bit of damage.
It's not as bad as tier 2 where we saw literally half the grid in the pits on that one. I know 4 of them were higher tiers, but the rest weren't. And it was like, okay, well, everyone struggled with that one a little bit. But, yeah. They're going well at the front. But let's cut to the front now and see what Saviour...
Big hit for Silomboyth in the Alpine. Came into the last part of the lap and after going side by side with Sinful, who held position round the outside after the going into turn 14, held it well on the outside, and sadly for Silombo, he lost it under traction out of turn 16 and just clouted the wall.
Yeah, not great for him. Ashley said tier 4 is the cleanest tier this year. There's not even, it's literally factual that tier 4 is the cleanest tier this season, because from stewarding, well, maybe tier 1, it's between tier 1 and tier 4, but tier 4 have consistently been the more cleaner, definitely. That's no debate in that one, really. But yeah, I mean, all tiers have improved since we turned ghosting off. Since the best thing that happened to this league was turning ghosting off. But Baby Hornets just had a big moment out of the chicane, because he's dropped a few places. Oh, Saviour and Armar
getting back ahead of Armar with the RS, so
yeah.
Saviour back ahead of the Alpine.
Certainly is, but I think Armar is... I don't think either of them are... Both of them will know they don't need to... they don't need to push anything too much. I mean, to be honest though, it's realistic turning ghosting off. Like, you won't see Max Verstappen in P2 drive through Leclerc in P1 in real life, will you? You'll see Max Verstappen try, and it'll probably end badly, but it won't work out as it would if ghosting was on. So it's realistic. Chris has sent one up the inside of Colin. Oh, and there's a car gone straight on. Pole skips. He's in the wall. Somehow only got very minor damage though. I thought he'd have a lot more than that.
Chris showing a bit of cojones into turn 5.
Yeah, he came from a long way back. I was like, okay, this isn't going to end well, and he just about made it. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. I wondered if he missed his braking point a little bit.
It was either Chris being brave or Colin playing safe. You just don't know which way it is. Seb Mail's gone, and there's a safety car.
Boo! My record of safety cars were over.
Seb Mail's gone on the exit of turn 9.
Yeah, such a I thought I was going to have a safety car free week. It's disgraceful. But hey, it's part of the fun. This will be interesting though. I mean, based off what Ant did in tier 2, people could pit now and go to the end for hards.
Well, speaking of that, Saviour has, but Armar and GTS haven't. Chris has gone in, Colin's in.
They're either going to commit to a 2-stop and hope for a late safety car, or they're just going to try and go to the end on the hards.
Paul skips in as well, Lorpy's in.
Yeah.
Sinful's carried on, Nels has carried on, Vans has carried on, but up to now everyone else. Smith's continuing on as well, he stayed out.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
Yeah, not ideal.
Everybody apart from Armour, GTS Nels, Sinful Vans, Smith, I believe, have all pitted apart from that select few.
Yeah, I wonder if that's really gonna, unless there's another safety car, that could really hurt Armour and GTS, because they're virtually guaranteed now when they pit to come out in last. Saviour will be able to get to the end. Armour could have a lot of traffic to navigate his way through here.
But it could also be better of two evils for Armour, because if you think about it, Saviour, yes, he's put on fresh set of tyres, but he's got the likes of Vans, Sinful, Nels, and then before he even gets to GTS and Armour, so he's got a fair bit of traffic on this restart. And we know Vegas is not the warmest track at the best of times, so it takes a fair bit to get the hards fired up, so it could go either way with these strategies.
The person that safety car did benefit though was pole skips, because it meant he could get his wing fixed for, well, relatively not much time lost, because he's only lost, what is it, 5 positions, and
he's near
he's
enough.
Plus he's lost
plus he's lost next to nothing time, as you say, because he's pitted under that safety car, so
yeah, he's just got to overtake Lorpe, Rassam and Smith, and he's pretty much back to where he was at that point. So it's not the worst for him, it has to be said.
But as we know in racing now, once one safety car comes out, usually there's more to follow, because safety cars breed safety cars.
No, Cole, don't say that, please. There's going to be no more safety cars. Thank you. When you're with me, the CoCom gets the cars as well as me, not just me. So please, none of that. We don't want a safety car. It's a red one today, though.
Yeah, no more Aston Martins as of 2026.
Yeah, I mean, thank God, because Burn Mylander might have no fingers by the end of it as well.
Personally, I think they should change the safety car back to like silver, like it used to be, instead of red or whatnot, because to me, silver safety cars like tradition.
Yeah. Has anyone noticed our statistical likelihood of a second one following the first this season? I'm no, to be honest. And to be honest, Ashley, in the politest way possible, I don't want to know, because now if there's a second safety car, I'm coming for you at the end of this stream. So, yeah. Hide would be my suggestion. There's not going to be another safety car. It doesn't matter about statistics. Yeah. My curse is working alternatively. So, when's he gonna go, Carl? Tell me the exact point.
Obviously, he want to leave it as late as he dare, because obviously those on the fresh tyres. But he more or less wants to go before the final corner,
He's
which
got
he
now.
has done. He's gone about halfway down between the last corner and the final corner. So nice, easy restart for Armour. GTS taking a different line through turn 1, so probably a bit of the dirtier off the Alpine, making it a bit tricky for turn 1. But Nels has kept on it as well, so it's going to be Red Bull versus Racing Bull, as we've got Haas and Ferrari in the background.
Yeah,
Saviour trying to get Sinful.
Lando Boris said Josh Boyd to spin on lap 14. Fair enough. I mean, they are brothers, so I'll allow them to have banter.
Brotherly love. There you go.
They're both from Oxford, so I hope they both have more than a spin.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Oh, big twitch for the Williams of Vans. He's just had a bit of a moment.
That's opened the door for Chris. Vans has Now I can see why Vans has probably stayed out, because he started on the hard tyres, so that explains why he decided to stay out. He's gone brave.
Oh,
Over the ball!
Okay, we're gonna skip that. That was
Okay, we've got a car safety car because we've got a car park at turn 12.
Can you imagine if red flags are on right now? Blimey.
To be honest, if red flags were on, I'd probably say the race would have been red flags for that, because you had a handful of cars on the exit of turn 12 because of what went off. But
was it the right time to tell Vans that he can't park there, mate?
And
that wouldn't have gone well, would
it? I will say this. That's the only. I will say that's the only downside when it comes to the fact that we've gone no ghosting, is because we'll get those kind of car parks if somebody clips somebody round or loses it and there's nowhere to go, and then everybody just is like backed up. I think that's the only downside of no ghosting, but
I think that's the first time since it's been turned off, though, we've seen an incident with it. So far. We haven't seen... I'm
just stating that's about the only downside I could probably think with it, because...
Yeah.
And obviously when everyone's at a standstill, it's going to automatically bring a safety car out, because there's about 5 cars stationed there.
But thankfully... It just hasn't happened very much yet. I mean, at a track like this, there's a higher percentage chance of it happening. Street
tracks, it will happen, because obviously there's not that much runoff, and barriers are pretty much close to the track. And at a situation like turn 12 as well, because of the way the racing line goes through there, if somebody's at a 90-degree angle on the outside of the corner where the racing line is, then there's nowhere else to go unless you really slow the car down. And you take us probably risk cutting the corner and taking 3 seconds just to avoid a car. That's the only real way to get around it. It's just the fact that Vans was at 90 degrees on the outside of turn 12 after him and Chris come together, so I'd probably put that down, from the way I seen it, as probably a racing incident, because neither driver was going to back out. But I could understand why Chris wouldn't want to back out, because he's on the fresh tyres and he's got to make up for what time he's lost with pitting under the safety car with those on fresher tyres ahead of him. For example, Saviour, who is pretty much net race leader, because obviously Nels, GTS and Armar are still yet to pit, so he'll want to try and keep with Saviour. But I can also understand why Vans wouldn't want to back out, because he's racing Chris for position.
The other thing for me is it's that's not really... I'm not saying it's Chris's fault, but going around the outside of that corner is a bit of an accident waiting to happen in a way. Like, I need to see the accident again. I'd like to see it again. We probably will do in the Stewards
I'm just
later.
calling it from what I saw. That in my opinion.
No, that's, you're uncomfortable to say what you see. But for me, I want to see it again. I will see it in Stewards more than likely if one of them put their hands up. It
will probably turn up in Stewards for it.
So, I'm intrigued, because I mean, it looked like obviously going into the corner, Chris was alongside. Then Vans looked slightly better on the brakes, but I think at that corner, unless you're fully alongside the whole way round, it's probably more sensible you back out personally. But we'll see what the stewards say. I'm very surprised that Armar and GTS didn't use that moment to pit, because with the amount of cars that were piled up, you would they would have actually not come out that far back.
But as I said earlier, if we did have red flags turned on, I can pretty much say that the game would have red flagged that, because of how many cars were stationary on the exit of turn 12.
Yeah, to answer you as well, Ashley, yes, we have experienced red flags, experimented with it, and it was the worst decision ever because it just glitched every lobby. So, yeah, that was fun.
I can't stand red flags anyway because it's just stop, start, and you just lose all rhythm that you have because you have to re-find your rhythm again. Safety cars are not too bad because you're still going round tracks, so you still got the muscle memory of where you're braking and that, so you can still keep in a rhythm. But red flags, you literally just come to a complete halt, and then you got to get back into the rhythm again once the race gets restarted.
But I mean, I think if red flags were working properly, it would add an interesting dynamic to the league because, you know, if they worked how they should do,
it is part of racing as well.
It would be but it would just be cool. Like, you know, it could really open up an opportunity for someone who didn't have an opportunity before, if that makes sense. So, like, if someone's got ballsy on the strategy, a red flag comes out, they're all of a sudden leading that race.
Yeah. Or a red flag in a way is similar to if we get like a sprinkle of rain because it mixes things up because obviously there's going to be a few drivers that are going to be out at front in the dry because they're naturally quick, but then you got people at the back that probably aren't as quick, but as soon as the rain comes they seem to have like that little bit extra to work their way up, and it kind of completely flips around the order, and as you're saying with a red flag as well, it's literally it's a standing start as well, so everybody is practically
it's level playing
on
field.
A level playing field.
Yeah, and you'll get a new set of tyres if you have some, and
yeah, you can get a free tyre change. You don't have to change your tyres if you don't want to, but
you'd be
obviously
silly not to.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like if sometimes, depending when a safety car comes out, taking a fresh set of tyres is pretty much the way to go. So, second restart for Armar coming up.
I have to say though, with pole skips, with his little diversion into the wall earlier, he's now in a net P2 after all of that.
Yeah, so Armar's gone a little bit earlier than last time, but GTS has managed to keep with him.
He has, but the other two are side by side heading down to turn one. Saviour's through, pole skips, holds on, he nearly goes into the back of Nels. He had a big lock up, but he's held off Norpy at least.
Yeah, pole skips will want to try and pass Nels because he'll want to try and follow Saviour through because pole skips race is with Saviour because as we know they're both pitted on virtual.
Virtual, yeah. So who's caused that?
We have a Mercedes
Smith.
Between turn 1 and 2, which is Smith.
Yeah. At least it hasn't brought out a full safety car though, that's a positive. Even though that's probably the worst, that's the only one that's caused an actual actually no, Seb Mel was a DNF as well. But actually, when did Jernberg go?
That's a good question, because I
Did he just go with Smith possibly, and we just didn't see his name pop up?
I don't know.
I have a feeling he might have done somehow, but hey.
Ashley's on point, retired in the pits.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I need to note that one then.
Oh, he thinks.
Oh, well, I need you to be certain because I need to report up. It's alright, he did. I can confirm he has retired in the pits. It's what being in Shield's chat helps you with. But I already know this information. It comes to me like virtually immediately because, it gets reported. But we're back racing and Armar and Nels have decided to pit.
GTS carries on, but he's going to be under pressure from Saviour.
That's going to be them guys in last place. With everyone else in front of them not needing to pit minus GTS.
They are going to be at last, but it's just Dunbest Hornet. They've got to get past the Sauber Dunbest Hornet, and then there's about a 3-second gap to the Alpine of Cylon Boy and
yeah. This game on though, if Armar wins from here, that's bonkers. Like absolutely bonkers.
So our current count is at 3 because we've had 2 full safety cars and a virtual.
Yeah, we certainly have. We're soon gonna see what goes down here.
Saviour's going to be feeling racy here because he's hooked up right underneath the racing bull of GTS.
He certainly is, and that's move done. He's going to be done before they even get to the braking zone. Through goes the Haas
DRS
of the young German man. Surely GTS has to react to Armar and Nels here.
Yeah, he's pretty much at the point where if you're one stopping without safety car, it's about lap 11 or 12 for the mediums, and the longer he stays out at this point, he's just losing time to the likes of, let's say, Armar and Nels, who are still at the back, but they're going to have plenty of traffic to deal with, so that's probably what he's hoping for, but his mediums are going to be worse for wear compared to those that are around him.
Yeah, so
but I believe Lorpy as well as one of them that's probably G-Star as well that are I don't believe pitted as well, because Lorpy is on a set of hard tyres and I think he stayed out because he started on them. I think G-Star is the same, I believe, as well. Yeah, they both started on the hard, so they're trying to eat them out.
GTS didn't pit on that last lap though. I mean, Armar's passed Ferretti. He's now 4/10 off Cinnamon. Then he has Doris Hornet in his vision.
And then he's got a little bit of clean air before Vans.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get... I mean, 13 laps. He can't, can he?
Well, they've spent a few laps under the safety car, but it's depending on what time he's losing to those that are roughly on the same race as him. But up to now, I think
not pit yet? I'm confused by what he's trying here.
Armar 33.7. He's now in clean air because now he's gone past Dunbest Hornet. He's got 2.2 to Van, so he's got clean air to get his foot down.
Yeah, he certainly does. But
GTS, even though he's on used mediums, he is keeping tabs with Saviour and he's getting pulled along in the DRS zone, so that's going to help him in some particular way.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure.
I wonder what Papaya rules are going to be in play, because we've got Chris up behind Baby Hornet now. Obviously, Baby Hornet, I believe, is yet
straight on pole skips. Sorry to interrupt you, but he's gone straight on. Oh, yeah, Chris has gone straight to the back of... No,
I think
Baby
that was
Hornet's
when
gone
pole
straight to the back of someone.
I think that was... with pole skips probably rejoining, it almost caught the two McLarens out, because
and now they're all very, very close together down this long straight.
Yeah, because Chris was at the front of that. After all that, he was the only one without DRS, and that's how pole skips got the position back. And Rassam looking racy with Chris into turns.
Bit of contact, but they both survived it for now. They're still side by side, but I think we're gonna see. Oh, no, they're still going.
Yeah, Chris
too wide for Rassam.
Yeah,
and that's done.
They've both got DRS off of the. Off of pole skip, but I believe Chris has got the position pretty much sealed now, so Rassam's just got to sit behind the McLaren. whilst we go round the sphere.
Yeah,
Lock
most
up
definitely.
for pole skip just in front. Saviour has almost dropped GTS out of DRS, so GTS doing everything to keep up with him. He has dropped Colin though, both Aston Martins about 3 seconds behind the leading two.
Yeah, he certainly is. Did Nels make a mistake? He may have done, yeah, he has dropped back a little bit, so possibly, but Armar's up to 11th. When did he do that?
Yes. Scything through the, not being disrespectful to those, but obviously the pace difference with those further down the order to probably where Armar is now, it's pace difference, because Armar's got, obviously, he's one of the quickest ones in Tier 0, so it's just making the moves when it's safe to and not risking too much while he's trying to make positions back.
Yeah, I'd like to say this is an official call out to Lando Boris for telling me that Josh Boy was going to spin on lap 14, he didn't. So, please write a 1,000 word apology in the YouTube comments, thank you.
Well, Armar is on Josh Boy now at the moment, because although Josh Boy is keeping tabs on the McLaren of Baby Hornet, and speaking in other McLaren, he's still going. Rassam and Chris still having a decent scrap over 7th and 8th, but Chris has got the inside going into the sphere and position as well, but then that's going to give Rassam DRS down the drag strip, but Chris will be getting DRS as well, because he is on that DRS zone of the Mercedes of pole skip just ahead, so
yeah,
maybe Chris could get the Mercedes down towards turn 14.
Possibly, we will see, but GTS has literally destroyed his own race here.
Yeah, the fact that he's now 2.7 seconds off of Saviour, those mediums have pretty much had enough now.
Yeah,
he's really dragging those out.
He must now just be praying for someone to cause a thing that shall not be named, because we don't want another one. So that's it. That's got to be what he's trying to drag them out for.
He's losing a handful of time to Saviour, but he's also losing time to Colin now. Because Colin's within the 2 second window. Saviour's 3 seconds or so up the road. He's just got 2 tenths in one braking zone on GTS, so he's pretty much trying to stick it out for if anything happens and he can capitalise on it. But
yeah,
as you say, he's pretty much sealed his fate really if nothing happens from now until the flag.
Yeah, this next point for Armar is the point that's going to make or break his race. He's approaching that little train of pole skips, Chris Rassam. How quickly can he navigate them? That's going to literally make or break the whether he gets a podium, this little battle.
Knowing Armar, he will be sensible. He's won championships before, and he's got the racecraft, so he'll know what he needs to do. And
here goes Chris. Yeah.
Just in the header shot there, getting past.
Is Rassam going to do it as well? He's going to have a look. He's going to have a try round the outside as well. This ended with damage from pole skips. He connected slightly with the rear of Rassam. It was definitely a racing incident. They both left space, but I think pole skips just had a bit of a twitch on the curb.
GTS, pole skips in, but GTS is carried on. He's now near enough he's 4 seconds off of Saviour now is GTS, and Colin is almost within DRS striking zone of the racing ball, so he has really got his fingers crossed for something kicking off.
He's probably just going to put a set of pit in like 3 laps time and just put a set of softs on or something, because he's still got to use a different set of compound, because he's pretty much on those mediums he started on, and
the way he's going, I think it is going to be probably a set of softs and just trying to make up what time he loses when he makes his, as of this point, his only stop.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but I don't think it's going to end well for Mr. Crash King himself, so let's see what the other
Colin
Williams
has DRS, but I don't think Colin is going to be close enough to make a move. No, he's just a little too far back, but he has used the DRS to close right up behind the Racing Bull into the final sector.
He'll probably get him in the rundown, but probably before turn 1. Yeah,
GTS is finally going in, so lap 17 onto 18, GTS has decided to finally pit.
Yeah,
and I'll keep an eye where he comes out. My guess he's going to come out probably between the Red Bull of Josh Boy and the Ferrari of Sinful.
Roughly. Maybe, as well. Maybe Nels as well. Nels is Simple's just come in, so it'll be just ahead of Nels then, probably. Or will it? Yeah, just ahead of Nels.
Yeah, just ahead of the Red Bull.
So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. But what's interesting is Pole Skips is on a set of, but then he's 10 seconds behind those guys. If he wasn't 10 seconds behind, with those mediums, he'd be very quick and be able to make his places up. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Interestingly, G-Star is having a very quiet but good race. He's in P4 at the minute. Lorpy's looking good for a podium at this stage.
GTS is on hard tyres, but because it's this late in the race, he can really rag the absolute, not going to say it, out of those hard tyres
but surely
as much as he can, so he can...
Softs on. Surely that's the logical thing.
Probably, but probably he's taking the hard tyre, because if you think about it, he can lean on those.
Yeah, like what Ashley just said in YouTube is very much what I'm thinking. He's done all of that on a set of mediums, killed them, and then basically gone, oh yeah, let's just put hards on.
Oh, but he has got Baby Hornet with a huge lockup, went straight on at,
Davis is in the wall
at turn 14. Yeah, that's on the exit of turn 12, and Chris and Rassam, and now Armar is involved in that scrap now, so Armar is now split both Chris and Rassam, so, but Rassam
here comes Rassam though, he's going to have a look at the inside. He launches it on the inside of the Alpine, they're side by side. Armar keeps it out the wall. Oh, big moment for Rassam. What a save.
Well held, well held.
That was insanity. I don't know how he's kept that from hitting a wall, but I want to see that on a from your POV later, please, Rassam. Thank you. That was ridiculous.
Now it's getting a little bit harder for Armar now, because he's getting towards the front, because obviously you got the likes of Chris, who's not the easiest driver to overtake, and the same with G-Star and Lorpy as well. So he's got most of the easy overtakes done and dusted. He's just got the more difficult ones now as he gets further towards the front.
Oh,
I believe that was Chris trying to...
G-Star.
I think Chris had that much overspeed on G-Star that he tried to not make any contact with the Racing Bull, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's close. G-Star sends up the inside of Lorpy, but he could leave himself vulnerable round the outside from Chris. Big moment for G-Star on the XF1. But they both hold on, but Armar Red's looking round the outside of Bailey. He's backed out.
Armar's playing it very patiently, but up to now, it's looking very solid for Saviour with a 5-second lead out front from Colin.
Yeah.
But Chris going on the inside of G-Star.
But he's gonna send it on the inside. Chris knows he needs a gap between him and Armar. That's the thing. He doesn't want Armar to be the one behind him, I think.
Yeah, still side by side with G-Star.
Yeah, they're still going at it all the way round. But G-Star holds on, but now Armar's going for it. This is so close between these two.
Yeah,
and now you got G-Star attacking Lorpy. Let's go to this from a distance view.
Armar's using the toe of Lorpy, and he's got
this
Chris.
It's 4 wide nearly. Armar's taken 3 positions into 1 corner.
Yeah.
Nearly.
Oh,
no, there's a big crash.
That's the McLaren of Chris out, and another safety car.
I'm speechless. I don't know what's just happened. But surely everyone pits.
I think that scenario with Lorpy and Chris is 2 into 1 don't go, because it's so tight through that section of 14, 15 and 16. You can get 2 cars through there, but
why is someone putting softs on?
We're on lap 21 or 25.
Yeah, like, Baby Hornet's put softs on, everyone else has pitted and put mediums on. Why? Just put your softs on.
Probably he doesn't trust them, probably he's playing safe. Because you don't know.
On. Have some fun, do some quali laps to the end.
The thing is, with it being... The only thing is, those that have picked up fresh tyres, Saviour can still pick up fresh tyres as well, because he's yet to catch the safety car, because the safety car's on is just off of turn 4, and Saviour's on his way going to turn 14. But
I would think all the
situation
will be
that situation with Chris and Lorpy will probably be in the stewards as well, I believe.
Yeah, I think pole skips will stay out, which means he'll be ahead of Armar and Colin. Well, Armar.
Saviour's coming in.
So pole skips is all of a sudden back in this.
I think Colin's following him as well. Yeah, Colin's following in. So what's Armar going to do?
Surely
is he going to follow the 2 in?
Coming in, yeah,
he's following them in.
Yeah.
So those 3, I believe, will still be 1, 2 and 3, because pole skip's just coming at turn 14 now. So those 3, plus they're under Delta with the safety car, so Saviour, Armar and Colin will retain the positions that they've just pitted in.
Why are they all putting mediums on? I'm so confused. Colin's put 3-lap old mediums on. What? Just put your softs on. You've got 3 racing laps to the end. I think Baby Hornet's going to win this race on a set of softs. He is. I'm telling you, Baby Hornet's winning this.
Oh, Rassam's DNF now as well. That's in the pits, I believe.
Yeah, it looks pit lane, to be honest.
Yeah, Rassam got caught up in the melee of Lorpy and Chris. He was just a bystander, you know, like similar situation we had the other. But that's what I mentioned about the no ghosting. It just creates like a.
Sorry, but I'm so confused. Has everyone forgotten brain cells? Anyway.
Soft tyres on the Soul McLaren.
Yeah. But he's just came in. He had to. I wonder. He came in, put softs on last lap, came in again this lap and put another set of softs on.
Well, the only thing I can think that's Baby Hornet did that is. He had another set of softs available, so he had a gap to his brother behind, a big enough gap that he'd be able to pit and come out still ahead of Dumbest Hornet.
Maybe he didn't fix some wing damage he had, possibly. So
it could be that as well. So
yeah.
I mean, sometimes this late in the race, if you pit for a set of softs, sometimes if you got a gap. Far enough gap from the car behind that you've got enough time to pit and get out to get ahead of them, sometimes they'll put another set of softs on, so they've got the freshness in the tyre for when the safety car goes. Because at the moment, just like Sinful ahead of him, Baby Hornet will be trying to catch up to the safety car pack, which I believe the safety car will definitely be in on the end of this lap, and we'll have 2 laps of racing and only 1 lap of DRS.
Yeah. I hope we don't see desperation here, because in these situations we very often do. So, yeah. I'll tell you what though, Ferretti and Silombo, they both struggled a lot for pace, but they're both very much going to score points here if they get to the end.
Yeah, because there are 15 runners left, so everyone who sees the checker flag now will categorically get points.
Ferretti and Silombo can say that they've beaten Chris Bailey in a race. That's what I'm saying. Fair play to them. But yeah, we're gonna see how it plays out. I think Armar, anyone could win this race, genuinely. It's gonna come down to who's got the biggest cojones here, really, because you, like you said, 1 lap of safety
2
car.
laps of racing, but 1 lap of DRS.
Yeah, that's if it comes in. I'm starting to think it might not, because look at how far back the other guys are.
Oh, it is in now, but if we have that glitch now, we might as well call it, because there's no point redoing 2 laps.
Yeah.
So
what is going on? There's been a big pile up.
Oh, there has as well. Oh dear. And
what is everyone doing? That is stupidity, and that's all I have to say. I think it was the V carb that broke. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna say it. I don't care.
That'll definitely be in your stewarding group. That is guaranteed.
Absolutely stupid. I have no sympathy for any of them. For the V carb that's just been hit.
Safety car is in, so we haven't got the glitch, and Saviour has gone just at the end of turn 17. So we are racing again. So it is going to be come down to this lap. And then lap 25 with the singular lap of DRS.
Yeah. Oh, have fun, Mr. Simba.
I blame Ashley Bassman. He looked away for 5 seconds and it all kicked off.
Yeah, Simba's going to have fun running stewarding today. I hope he can find out who's just caused all that.
Saviour's gone well on!
Who?
Saviour's in the wall at turn 5.
I didn't even see it.
He went
Colin's
straight
just been gifted the victory.
And there's so many penalties as well up front as well.
Yeah, we need to look at these penalties. You got 10 for Armar, 10 for G-Star, 20 for GTS. It was because of that pile-up.
What has happened?
I tell you what, I've seen it all. I'm not even like, based off it, the person that caused it deserves a very big penalty. And I know it was one of the V-carbs because they slammed on and everyone went into the back of them. But anyway, moving on.
But this pretty much opens the door with for Colin. But if Armar, I believe the likes of Armar, G-Star and GTS, their penalties can probably get them removed depending on what they are. So Armar will really want to try and get Colin on the last lap, because if he can get whatever penalty he's got removed, that would be him with the win, because it'll put him back to his original finishing position. But that's if he can get Colin on this last lap.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, Pole Skips is going to get P2 as it stands after the absolute almost disaster, I would go as far as to say, of a race he's had. To pull this back
he's going to get he's going to get GTS with DRS, and Nels could be a big winner as well, because he's in that contingent as well. Sinful could benefit from it as well.
There's a lot that could benefit from this. I think some of them will get removed, some of them won't get removed.
Yeah.
And
GTS
3 seconds, that won't be off for
seconds.
GTS, that's for sure. So
no, but it's still looking good for Colin. He's just got to try and keep Armar behind, which is easier said than done, from turn 12 down to 14, but it's a massive drag strip, and obviously with DRS, Armar's going to have so much overspeed as we have a McLaren on the exit at turn 12, which will be Baby Hornet. Armar's already past Colin near enough, but Colin's dumping everything to try and keep it, but Armar's through.
Yeah, very much done. Through goes Armar, so he's going to win it on track. Colin will still take the win of the day after penalties. Obviously, stewarding is going to be an absolute mess now, so yeah. Then G-Star will come home P3, but Pole Skips will take the final podium spot. He will take P2. Nels will get P3. Sinful P4. Dumbest Hornet P5. Armar takes P6. Confirmed. Then it's just a matter of whose game. Baby Hornet jumps up 1. Saviour. Wow, wow, wow. How has Saviour managed to throw that away from himself? But wow.
I was on board with Saviour, and all I seen was the Haas going straight on at turn 5. Like, he put the brakes on, but they weren't working, kind of thing. They just, the car just didn't want to stop.
Yeah. Lorpy comes home P13. Why is Ferretti pitted? I have no idea. And P15 still on balls, currently in a runoff area on the exit of the chicane. So, yeah. I can confirm after watching this race, Connor officially announces his retirement from being a steward in MRC. Thank you, it's been a wonderful time. But yeah, that's me done. I'm out after that one. I don't fancy that tonight. But yeah, I will also send all my condolences to Mark Dennison, because he runs Tier 0 stewarding, so he's going to have a long, long night, bless him. But yeah.
All I've got to say to that is he best stick the kettle on.
Well, we're not doing it tonight. It will all be done tomorrow, but our Friday night is just tripled in length, that's for sure. But your provisional grid,
you'll have to put the kettle on and stick a movie on and do it all together then, ain't you?
Yeah, God knows what this is going to look like after stewarding. It could be completely the other way round. But Colin takes the win. Pole Skips is second. Nels third. Sinful fourth. Dumbest Hornet fifth. Armar sixth. G-Star seventh. Baby Hornet eighth. Xavier ninth. GTS 10th. Josh Boy 11th. Vans 12th. Lorpy 13th. Ferretti 14th. Salonball 15th. Rassam, Bailey, Smith, Jernberg and Zebmail all did not finish. Mr. Edens, who's your driver of the day?
I would have to say, because where he was most of the race, and he's probably one of the, I think he's tier 4, I think, in the tiers, and keeping his nose tidy and clean, I'm saying Sinful for me, because he was towards the back for most of it. He kept his nose clean, and he's benefited from all those penalties that were brought up at the end, but obviously, as you mentioned, it's going to be a very busy Friday for the stewards in general because of all that. So, personally, because of where he is in comparison to everyone in Tier 0, I would probably say my pick has got to be Sinful, because sometimes you got to. It's always nice to see those that may not have the pace, but they keep it clean and they finish high up because they've put that car in that position to benefit it. So that's where I'm going with that pick.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to go with Colin. Kept his nose clean, didn't get involved in any of the drama, won the race. So I'll split that. But yeah, that is it. Vegas, over and done with. Some of you will be happy, some of you might not be happy. But next week we head to China. So, I mean, that's not one I like.
I thought it was Albert Park, Australia.
Oh, yeah, it is
We're going
Albert
down
Park.
under.
Yeah. But that is it. Tier 0 done. Tune into Tier 2 next week. I'll have comms pairings out probably either later today or tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Carl, for joining me.
No problem.
And have a good night. Goodbye.